Hi, everybody, and welcome to Wednesdays with Barbie. I'm your host, Eric Houston, and with me, as always, is Barbie. Barbie, how are you?
Hi. Well, I'll say I'm pretty fair. This change of weather, all the wind we've been having this fall, it's really not the greatest.
No.
But anyhow, I'm making it, and so going to make November a lot better than the beginning part of it's been. Here we are, almost a home, half a month it's gone, and it's going to be a good month.
Yeah. It's very cold, though. Starting to get
It's
very
getting
cold.
colder, yeah.
You think it's going to be a cold winter?
I think it's going to be a lot of snow and a cold winter, yes. We're going to have our boots and mittens and hats on.
You going to build a snowman?
No, are you?
Maybe.
I think they should build one right out here.
Maybe we should do one together.
Better be a nice day.
How about this? How about you watch from inside?
Oh, sure,
And you tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
I'll maybe start the first little snowball, and then you can go.
Oh, okay. It's November, so I want to say to you, Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes, happy Thanksgiving is right around the corner.
That's
In
right.
fact, I think, isn't it 2 weeks from today?
I know it might be.
Well, probably is.
It
I
probably
think it's
is.
the 24th.
Yeah.
So it's just a couple
yeah.
weeks. It's on a Thursday.
It's coming up.
Oh, we have that day off.
We do have Thanksgiving off, and the day after.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, I don't work Friday, so.
That's true. But November also means Happy Birthday, Barbie.
Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah. I'm going to tell you how old I am, though.
Well, I'm not going to ask you how
No,
old you
because,
are.
see, I get to change the numbers around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what?
I'm still a teenager then.
Oh, a teenager. It's quite the accomplishment.
Yeah.
I was going to
like
guess
it.
28.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
No, my birthday's the 26th.
Well,
So if you want to wish me happy birthday on the email, send them in.
That's it. Barbie at northmetrotv.com. Send a happy birthday to Barbie.
Sure.
Yeah.
Remember 26.
Why not?
Well, what the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah. I'll wish you all happy birthday. I'll wish you all happy Thanksgiving, too.
That's very nice of you, Barbie.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
So the first story that caught our eye this month, Barbie, was about grandparents. The University of Minnesota professor Robert Kane says that today there is a very big difference between the grandparents of today and those of your childhood, Barbie. They're acting younger than ever. Yes, it seems that the dowagers of yesteryear are gone, replaced by hip, younger acting grandparents.
Oh, I can vouch for that.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, I
Just
think
ask
you're
my kids.
I think you're a great example of that.
My mother at this age, of course, my mom was a lot older when she had me, so my oldest sisters, which I'm the youngest of 11, which I've told you before, but my mom seemed more like my grandmother. Those think they're going to have their first kids when they're 40. Think about it. When you're up there in ages, then they, seem pretty old. But really, though, grandparents are got a lot of interest, a lot to offer, wisdom, memories, pictures, all kinds of wonderful things.
Stories.
Stories.
They're TV stars.
Oh, yes, TV stars. And they're musicians.
Well, and as for you, I mean, you've been going to some baseball games.
Oh, yes, I've had a lot of fun.
I know you were recently seen cutting a rug at one of our coworkers' weddings.
Oh, yes, cutting a rug.
Dancing.
Oh, that kind of cutting up. You got me. I thought, what in the heck? I don't remember having the scissors and...
I did not mean literally.
I know now.
Okay.
Now I know what you're talking about. See, yeah. That's a difference.
But this story, like as you were kind of saying a few minutes ago, this story got us talking a little bit about you growing up, and you never met your grandparents. Is that right?
No, I never did.
Yeah. And you told me, and you already talked about your mother was maybe a little bit more like a grandmother to you.
More image of that, yeah.
Yeah, because
We were best buddies.
Yeah.
She was a terrific, we had a lot of fun together and stuff.
Good.
But I was her little girl, so
Yeah.
there I go. And I always stayed a little girl because I never got very tall.
You're a little girl right now. But I think you told me she was 42 when she had you. Is that right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's about the same age you were when you had your first grandchild.
I was going to say my first kid. Yeah. Yes, my first grandchild was, I think it was 42 then.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's exactly what
And
we're
I
talking
wish I
about.
still had it. And maybe I do some of my papers are junk. But I was given an award from the school he was in kindergarten as the youngest, no, yeah, the youngest grandma at that time, which nowadays that wouldn't be maybe so much in this area. There's a lot of 35-year-old grandmas and stuff, but that's young.
Yeah, 40, and
Yeah.
nice. Was it a nice award? Was it a trophy?
Oh, no. It
No.
was probably just some kind of a card-like slip or something, but it still would have been a memory. I mean, it is a memory.
Yeah, it is a memory. Now, and you're a very different sort of grandmother to your grandkids than your mother was to hers. Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah, how so?
Oh boy, you get me really on the spot here. Sometimes the grandkids, used to think grandma was kind of goofy. Of course, I'm kind of goofy too.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
No, I don't know. I'm trying to think. How would they think of us differently?
Well, let me ask you, how would you describe your relationship with your grandkids?
Well, I think on the level of, we like to go out to eat together or do things together and different stuff and picture taking and whatever. And so we have a pretty close relationship, and I can talk to them on a nice level of young adults.
Yeah, and I think what you had said to me was you almost feel more motherly toward them than grandmotherly.
Sometimes, although that gets to be a little bit of a vice in between, as far as mothers, and then they'll say, "Oh, you just stay out of this. I'm the mother, not you."
But talking about your mother, can you imagine her doing, at your age, the sort of things you enjoy doing today? Going to baseball games and dancing and being a TV star?
Oh,
No?
no, never. No.
No. What kind of things did she like to do for fun?
She likes to go. Well, she was from a fairly large family. She had I think there was 5 girls or something. But they used to get together and have their tea parties and different things and talk and all kinds of stuff like that and go to church things and stuff. But my mom wasn't. Well, my mom never drove either, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a big difference.
Play bridge?
No, well, I don't even play bridge. I just play this dice game, like I told you about the other night. It was so fun. I gotta get the directions or whatever, the information about how to really play that game because it is really fun. We could do it on our lunch hour.
Was it Farkle?
Huh?
Farkle?
No,
No?
it's called 10,000.
10,000, okay.
Yeah, you got to get the score way up there, but boy,
Oh, wow.
you can have a whole table full of players.
Yeah.
It is not limited to just 4 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah, I'll tell you, my fiance and I, we like to play a game. It's kind of a dice game. It's called Pigmania. And the
Never
dice,
heard of it.
the
What
dice
is
are
it?
little piggies.
They're little piggies?
They're little piggies.
Huh, that
Yeah.
sounds cute.
It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
fun. Something new. I like new games.
There you go.
Yeah.
And speaking of animals, we had our next story was about that local humane societies have discovered a new venue for getting the word out about their animals, the internet. Thanks to resources like Facebook, adoptions are up nearly 100% in this area from last year.
Wow. Well, that's really great.
It is really great. And you're on the internet, Barbie. You spend some
Well,
time. Yeah.
We got our dog when our last dog, and of course we don't have one now, but she was adopted out. But we had gotten ours from the Humane Society, and we were pretty lucky because you don't very often find a Highland, I think called Highland White West Terrier, what they call it. But she was a darling dog, and we fell in love with her right away, and she was a winner for us. So
you've had some
I
good
believe it.
experience at the Humane Society.
yeah, and I love dogs. I don't like cats.
No. But you're on the internet. You play around on the internet.
Yeah.
Do you go to the Humane Society webpage, look at the animals?
No, not really. I haven't done that.
No?
I should take time to do that when I get some free time.
Maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll find a new pet.
No.
No?
Like what some of you say, get a snake or a frog or a
Yeah.
bird or whatever. No. No, having no animals.
What about a ferret?
No, that's too much like a cat.
What about a
To me.
bunny?
No, they're messy.
No?
No way.
What?
We had 3 bunnies when the kids were little.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
What about a monkey?
No way.
No way?
No, I enjoy them on a television show, but they're mischievous. I'll go to the zoo.
You'll go to the zoo. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Barbie, let's take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes to keep talking.
Okay, as long as you can keep me talking, I'll talk.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
What's in the NMTV basement?
Oh, yeah, I'll bet you right up.
Oh, this here's a raccoon named Velmer. Anything that looks that mean got to taste mean.
Watch the NMTV basement at 7 o'clock, the second Wednesday of every month on Channel 14.
My name is Fran Sorensen. I am an artist. I am an educator, and I have been educating students for 25 years. I am also a collector. I collect salt and pepper shakers. I collect postcards. I collect rocks. And I write on the bottom of all my rocks telling where they're from and who they're from. I love square dancing. I make my own TV shows free at North Metro TV, and I love it.
Get started by signing up for free TV production classes at 763-231-2803 or eric@northmetrotv.com.
My name is Mark Steensgaard. I'm married. I have 4 children. By vocation, I'm a welder. I love art. One of my favorite mediums in art is abstract art. I've loved photography for a really long time. I've been interested in fashion since I was in junior high school. And I make my own TV shows for free at North Metro TV.
Get started by signing up for free TV production classes at 763-231-2803 or eric@northmetrotv.com.
And welcome back, everybody. We're still here, Wednesdays with Barbie, and I'm still here with Barbie.
Hi.
Hi. And I'm still Eric. And our next story that we want to talk about today is, if you've read the paper or watched the local news in the last month, you might have heard about Travis Geinger, a local man who is trying to grow the largest pumpkin the world has ever seen. It's not a new pursuit for Geinger. He's been growing pumpkins since he was a little boy, giant pumpkins. He was encouraged by his grandmother, who actually passed away at the state fair en route to see his first pumpkin when he was a boy. And so he's going for the world record or even the state record. And right now, the Minnesota state record is a pumpkin that weighs 1,579 pounds. The world record is 1,810 and a half pounds.
Wow.
Wow.
That's one big pumpkin.
That is one big pumpkin.
Yeah, couldn't you imagine that going down Highway 35W?
On its own?
What?
Just rolling down the
Yeah,
highway?
roll it down,
That I can
yeah.
imagine.
Have it on a flatbed.
Because we saw the
That's
picture
right.
of it. That's a pretty big
Oh,
pumpkin.
man, that was big.
It was huge.
I mean, I would love to go see one.
Yeah.
When they grow, if it gets them that big, I'm going to go find out where he's at.
Have you ever seen a pumpkin that big?
Oh, no, never.
No?
Maybe the biggest is, maybe 50 to 100 pounds.
Yeah? How big?
And
This big?
well, no, I don't think 100 pounds would, a pumpkin would, it wouldn't take much, with all
Yeah.
their stuff inside.
Yeah.
But,
That's still a pretty big pumpkin.
yeah,
Yeah.
never took it home.
Well, fair enough. So he's going for the world's record, Barbie. Would you like to see the world's record come to Minnesota?
Oh, I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be quite an honor.
Quite an honor.
Yeah.
Would you go see the pumpkin if he won it?
If he won it?
Yeah, if he got the...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I definitely. He'd probably have it as a museum.
Well, I'll tell you, I've got some bad news for you.
Oh, no.
We were talking about this.
No,
We were
what?
talking about this story the other day, and we thought, oh, you know what? We should. It's been a while since we read it. We should see what happened. So I looked it up, and he fell a little short.
Oh,
You know, the world record was 1,810. State record 1,579.
and he was short of that, too?
Yep, his pumpkin ended up being 1,289 pounds.
Well, he's got something to try again. Keep going. Don't give up.
I know. Well, it's still a pretty big pumpkin.
Yeah, well, yeah, 1,200 pounds.
That's a pretty big pumpkin.
It's quite a few edibles.
I know you were hoping. You told me you were hoping he'd end up at 1,950 pounds.
Yeah, that's a pretty high amount.
You're kind of shooting for the moon.
Yeah, shooting for the high side. What the heck?
Can you imagine carving a pumpkin that big?
No, no, no way.
No way.
I think we've carved a lot of little ones and put them around. They're fun.
Yeah. Did you carve a pumpkin this year?
No.
No. No, it's been a while since you
I
carved a
got
pumpkin.
artificial ones this year.
Artificial ones. Well, did you dress up?
For Halloween?
Yeah, for Halloween.
Well, I used to when we had tricks and treaters, but
Yeah.
there wasn't any reason to dress up.
You could dress up just for around the office.
Oh, well, I didn't do that.
Oh, okay.
I
Well-
might have had been, well, I was probably in something that
Yeah.
went along with the pumpkin scene, but,
What kind of costumes did you used to do?
oh, good grief. I probably was a Cinderella.
Oh.
I like that. I always like to be the girly type. And then I always thought a ghost was kind of cute. Of course, I was short enough, so all I'd have to do is put cut open tip a pillowcase upside down and put some arms in it.
Now, did they have trick or treats when you were a kid?
Oh, yes, my
Yeah.
goodness sakes, that was a really big thing then.
Yeah.
Really, really very big. My brothers would go out and, with their buddies and stuff. I'm not kidding. They'd take a pillowcase and come home with it. Every bit of it at least half full or more.
Would they share some of it with you?
No, I'd just take it.
Now this story was, as we've discussed, has been a little bit about world records. You know, he was trying for that world record, and so I asked you earlier today, Barbie, if there were any world records you were curious about.
Yes, I remember that.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay,
a few
good.
of them.
So you wanted to know what the highest mountain in the world is?
Yeah, that would have been climbed.
Yeah. And
Yeah, someone climbed.
It's Mount Everest. How high do you think Mount Everest is?
Oh, goodness sakes. I don't-
How many miles?
If I could remember when I've read stuff, but you know, I'm not that
Well,
bright.
I'm not asking. What do you think?
What do I think?
What do you
oh,
think?
mercy, I'd probably be way off. It's up in the thousands, I know that.
8,848 miles high.
Miles?
Miles.
Holy cow, 8,000?
8,800, almost 9,000 miles.
That's a lot of miles.
I know.
I thought we were going by feet.
Unless, I'll tell you something, unless that's supposed to be meters.
I don't know.
That might have been meters. Now that I
Does
think about
it?
looking at it, I think it just said M, so that might be meters. I can tell you how many feet.
I'd rather know the feet.
Okay. 29,029 feet.
Wow,
I know.
that's a lot.
That is pretty
I
high.
don't think I could climb it.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think I could climb it.
I didn't try.
No. You asked me how long the longest sea voyage was. How long somebody was at sea for the longest. And actually, that record was set just last year in 2010.
Yes, I remember reading something about it. But
How long do you think it was? In days.
I'm wanting to say maybe something like close to 90 days, maybe
90
more.
days? 1,152 days.
Wow, wow,
Years. He was at sea for years.
wow.
Guy from the United States. His name is Reed Stowe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then the last one you asked me to look up was, what is the fastest horse?
Yeah, that should be interesting. I'm anxious to see,
We'll see.
What kind of horse it was.
Well, they didn't say what kind of horse it
Oh,
was.
they
I'm
didn't say
afraid.
the kind.
No.
Huh?
But it's a tie.
It sure wasn't the Clydesdale.
No, I don't think so. or the pony.
Yeah, the pony.
It's a tie. The fastest horse ran at 43.26 miles per hour.
Wow.
Wow. And that's Big Racked is the name of the first horse, and that was in Mexico City. And then Onion Roll is the other horse, and he's in Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah.
And how many, what was his?
This is the same, 43.26 miles per hour. Yeah.
Wow. Wow,
Fast
that's-
horses.
That's very fast.
It is very fast. Now, I took a little bit of liberty, Barbie, because I thought, I don't know if you remember, but we kind of talked the other day when we were talking about this story about what world record could Barbie set. And we were having trouble coming up with them, so I came up with a couple here.
Oh, yeah, sure you would.
I did.
Yeah.
So we talked already in the show about how you won an award for being the youngest grandmother.
Yeah.
So I looked up who the youngest grandmother of all time is.
Oh, no.
I did. Would you care to venture a guess?
Sure, it was Barbie. No, yeah. Take a guess?
Yeah, how young do you think the youngest grandmother of all time is? Or as far as we know?
Maybe 32?
32. 17.
A 17-year-old grandma?
A 17-year-old grandma. Her name is Mumsy, and she lives in
Holy
Nigeria.
Holy cow.
I know.
Well,
She's got you beat.
yes.
So
Well, I know my one sister was a grandma, I think at about 37 or so, and we thought that was awful darn young, but holy cow,
holy
17.
cow. Yeah,
Phew. Somebody had kids awful darn young.
she did. It said, what I read said she had her first child at 8 years old.
Oh, see that, that
Well-
don't mean nothing to me.
Well, fair enough. Means nothing to you. All right. So you're not going to be able to get that record.
No, I wouldn't want to.
So I checked to see you play the accordion.
Yeah, once in a while.
So I looked up to see what the world's record is for playing the accordion for the longest amount of time was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You ready for this?
Oh, no.
No, you're not ready.
Well, I'll have to try.
Okay. This was set by Thomas Schmelzli in Germany. Okay. He was allowed. He could take a 5-minute break every hour while he was playing the accordion, and he could not repeat the same song in a 4-hour span. Okay.
Wow.
And so he played. Are you ready for this?
I can't even imagine.
29 hours and 16 minutes.
Oh, my goodness sakes. I'd have been asleep a couple times for that. Whoa, that's...
I don't even know that many songs.
I'd like to hear them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
So I thought here's one that you still have a chance at.
What could that be?
Oldest person.
Me?
Well, not yet. All you have to do is keep living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep living and keep breathing.
Here's-
like that one article we read.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like last time.
Yeah.
Oldest person of all time, 122 years old.
Wow. Man, alive.
I know, that was
That's almost twice my age.
almost. So
Yeah.
all you have to
I've
do...
got a little time to
yeah,
go.
all you have
yeah.
to do is everything you've done now, just do it once more. And the oldest person alive today is 115.
Do you know where they're from?
Yes, the oldest person of all time, Jean Calment, is from France.
Wow.
And then the oldest one alive today is Bessie Cooper, and she lives in the United States.
Wow.
115.
Wow, isn't that something? Well, I mean, people are living longer. I don't know how long I'll live.
Well, let's shoot for 123.
My oldest sister, she
Mm-hmm.
lived till she was 91, so that was quite a...
I think you're going to top 100.
Oh, sure. Hey, not the way I've been feeling lately.
So I have 2 more records for you here.
And then I got to beat him?
Well, I hope. Well, you don't have to, but we can give it a try.
Excuse me.
No problem. Hot dog eating.
Oh, good gravy. Oh, hot dogs.
Hot dog eating. This was
I might eat the hot dog, but I don't like to eat all the bread.
well. You have to eat the bread too. It said.
Oh, boy.
And this was set this year by Takeru Kobayashi. He ate 69 hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Oh, my gosh. He had to have had a bellyache.
Probably.
Whew,
I know.
that's fast.
That is fast. And I have one more for you because we know one of your nicknames is Bubbles.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I looked up what is the biggest bubblegum bubble anyone has ever done.
The biggest, so that they made a bubble,
Mhm.
or bubble gum. What's the biggest one?
Yep.
Maybe 10, 12 inches?
23.
Inches?
23
Holy
inches.
cow, that's one big pop.
That's one big pop. So all you have to do, Barbie,
Just go ahead.
is
Pop it.
live to 123,
Yeah, that's all.
play the accordion for 30 hours,
Yep.
eat 70 hot dogs in 10 minutes,
And blow a bubble
or
until
blow a bubble 24 inches around.
I'll do it all.
Okay.
I've got to beat it all.
You're going to beat it all. Well, I'll
Yeah,
tell you what,
what the heck.
we'll check in on that next month.
Yeah, sure.
But that's all the time we have for this month.
Yeah, but I got something to say.
Oh, what do you have to say?
Well, what is it? The 24th of November, I'm quite sure that's the right date, is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to have a wonderful, blessed, happy Thanksgiving and think about all the wonderful things you're thankful for. And it'll sure outweigh any of the bad. So have a great November.
There you go. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, from Barbie and myself. I'll weigh in on that if you don't.
Sure.
Sure.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, and if you would like to send a question to Barbie or send us a story you'd like us to talk about or wish Barbie a happy birthday, you can email Barbie at northmetrotv.com and just mark it okay to read on the air, and we'll read it right here on the show.
Sure, why not?
Why not? Thanks for joining us.
Open up your thoughts to me.
Open up your thoughts and your hearts to
Yeah.
Barbie.
Okay.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Bye.